Hi stamping friends, I'm Karina with karinascreations.com, and this is one of the cards we made at my super fun stamp night class, and it's a technique this month called Inlaid Embossing. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do this. First of all, you need your Hello You Thinlits die, and I am using the Hello one, and you need to grab your Big Shot. And I really like to use a dryer sheet, so that has to be an unscented dryer sheet. And then I'm going to place down some Sahara Sand 3.5 by 3.5 inch cardstock. And I'm going to put the Hello here. But I'm going to grab some wax paper to put underneath it as well. And that way I find it just doesn't stick and it just runs through a little bit better. So I will center that. And then I'm going to send it through the Big Shot. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Pull this away. And I'll pull this off. And it's really important with this technique to keep all these little center pieces of the Hello. And I find the one that gives me the most grief is this little one here. In fact, it's actually stuck in the die, and I'm going to leave it there so I don't lose it. So you pull all this away. Oh, almost lost this little piece. And pull this off. And I'm using the dryer sheet because the little center bits tend to get stuck to the dryer sheet, and then I'm not looking all over the place for them. That little guy was going to run away too. Okay, now what you need to do is do a second one with Whisper White cardstock. And I've already pre-done that, so this is the white and it's already punched out. And then I'm going to flip this over and use a tape on the back of it. Now I'm just using a green painter's tape, but you can use masking tape, whatever you have around the house. And I'm going to put it on the back of my Sahara Sand cardstock. Grab my scissors like that. And then put another piece. You can use sticky strip if you want. Whatever is going to work and do the trick. I found this one worked not too bad. Then when you flip it over, you need to first of all put your white piece inside. And then see the green painter's tape? This is where you need to go and pull all these little center pieces that you've punched out already. And that's why I like the dryer sheet. Here it is here. Because then I can just pick it up off the dryer sheet and it kind of sticks to it. And then I'll put that in. It's almost like building a puzzle. This technique, I love puzzles, so I find this technique really fun. And after you've done it a few times, it's not that difficult. Okay, and then the last little piece. And you can see that last little itty bit in the O. It's just teeny. This one is the one that gives me trouble. See if I can stick it right on there. Ooh, that worked pretty good. We'll just tap that right in there. And that's basically it for the technique, and the rest is all decorating. So what I did was grab about 4.5 inches of Sahara Sand lace trim ribbon. And we'll just put that on the back. And I'm going to put sticky strip on it just so it doesn't come apart later. To tack that down. There we go. Oops. And the hardest part with the sticky strip is actually getting it to stick properly. It's pressure sensitive, so if an end is not coming off, just take your nail and rub it against the sticky strip, and then the top part should lift off. And then I like to go like this. Ooh, that masking tape's giving me grief now too. And just tuck the sides over. Now I'm going to put some more sticky strip on the back of this Sahara Sand piece, and I'm going to place it on some Whisper White cardstock. That's 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch. And I'm using sticky strip just because the masking tape, I don't want the snail adhesive to not stick to it. So I find the sticky strip, everything sticks to that. Okay, so that piece is done. Now I'm going to take a Whisper white card base that is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and fold that in half. And I'm using some beautiful Something Borrowed Designer Series paper. If you don't like Designer Series paper, this comes as a beautiful stamp set as well. I think it's called Something Lacy. And you can just stamp that with white craft ink and then white embossing powder on Sahara Sand cardstock and emboss it, and you get a similar look. But I'm using Designer Series paper because it's gorgeous and it's fast. So I will just quickly put that down onto my card base. I'm going to use dimensionals on the next part of my card. I love Stampin' Dimensionals. You get 300 dimensionals in a package, so it's very economical. I'll pull those off quickly. Pull that aside, and then we'll just put our greeting on the card. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot my ribbon. It's a good thing I didn't put it down yet. I actually took 12 inches of 1/4 of an inch cotton trim. Or no, cotton ribbon, 1/4 of an inch cotton ribbon, and put it on the base. Now, because I have I have dimensionals with the backings removed, this is going to be a little bit trickier. Ooh, I've got wax paper off to the side, so I'll just tie a little knot. And ooh, that worked out well. Okay, now I can stick this onto my card base. See, even demonstrators make mistakes. In fact, I make quite a few mistakes. Then I will just trim this off. And I thought the card was super cute, but I just wanted to add some little butterflies to it. So I took my Bitty Butterfly Punch and some more Something Borrowed DP, and I just punched 2 butterflies, and I really like to fold them in half. And if I cut the edges of the Stamping Dimensionals, you get a little piece of dimensional that fits perfectly on the back of the butterfly. So only one side is down and the other side's popped up, so it looks like your little baby butterfly is flying. Then I thought we needed to add a pearl to the center of the butterfly to make it even cuter. And some people use scissors to transfer your pearl, and like that. But I find I just take my nail, and it seems to work just as well. And that's it. So that's how you make a really cute card doing the inlaid embossing technique, and I hope you will give it a try. Happy stamping!